Several key races happening in states like Georgia, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and even Iowa could be a jump ball on November the 8th. Longtime Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley got elected way back in 1980. He's up by just 3 points over his Democratic opponent, according to a Des Moines Register poll out this week. For more on that, let's welcome in Iowa Senator Joni Ernst. Senator, great to see you. Good morning.
Hey, thanks, Rob. It's great to be with you.
So take me through this race here. This is scaring some Republicans who weren't worried about the state of Iowa. Chuck Grassley up by 3 points. Another poll has it even closer by just 1 point. Mike Franken is the Democrat running. How concerned are you about this race?
Well, I'm not concerned about the race, and I would direct people back 2 years ago. This same poll had me losing, and yet I won by over 7 points. So I would disregard this particular poll right now. Chuck Grassley is running very, very strong in the state of Iowa. He is so well respected, known for doing his 99-county tour every single year. Chuck is going to go on and serve in our United States Senate again in January.
Yeah, you know, since you brought up the polls, I think this is important for the audience to understand. People that take part in these polls traditionally are Democrats, or they lean to the left. This is because if somebody, could you imagine, I've gotten a phone call and said, no, I don't have time. I don't have time to take part in this poll and tell you who I am, my social security number, and tell you that I hate Donald Trump and that sort of thing. Is that what you're seeing? Are Republicans typically underperform in these polls?
I believe they do, Rob. And I have heard from so many Iowans as well when I'm out on my own 99-county tour. They say they receive those calls and either they just don't respond. And I've even had some that will say, I out and out lie when I am on these surveys because I don't want them to know what I'm really thinking. So I don't know that this particular poll is valid right now. We'll start to see hopefully truer numbers as we get closer to Election Day. That's what happened in my own race in 2020, right. Because, of course, the pollsters want to be accurate in those final polls. But right now, I think many of them are trying to suppress the Republican voters as well as suppress Republican donors. But I do think our Republican candidates clear across the board are going to do extremely well in the November elections.
Senator, you're a veteran, female in the United States Senate, and I'm just wondering what you make of this as a woman, this New York Times poll. So a month ago, independent female voters had a 14-point, the Democrats had a 14-point lead. Now Republicans, 30 days later, have an 18-point lead, a 32-point swing in 30 days. How is that even possible? What do you make of that?
Well, I think that our voters are really starting to sort through what are the important issues for this election cycle. And you can only look to President Joe Biden and the Democrats that are in control. We have one-party rule in Washington, D.C., and they see how those Democratic policies, the tax and spend, is impacting their families. Inflation is rampant. And think back, they said it would be transitory, and it's not. These kitchen table issues are really swaying women voters, Republicans, Democrats, and otherwise. They are interested in those issues that affect their families on a day-to-day basis. And they obviously see that Republicans are the ones that are going to lead us out of this quagmire. So it is absolutely necessary to continue communicating inflation, open borders, fentanyl issues. You know, these are the issues that Republicans can grab a hold of and present real solutions for American families.
You've got a big event coming up on, I believe, Saturday, the Roast and Ride event in the state of Iowa. Is Chuck Grassley going to be at that, your Senate colleague?
Yes, he will. Okay. So go to roastandride.com for more information. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is going to be our special guest, and we will have Senator Chuck Grassley at this event, as well as our wonderful Governor Kim Reynolds and all of our other congressional candidates. So it's a great event, Iowa State Fairgrounds, October 22nd, roastandride.com.
We love it. Senator, I have to say, I meant to come out and see you. You were at an event in Connecticut a couple weeks ago, yes. And I planned on going. I'm sorry that I missed you, but if you're ever in Manhattan, please come in studio. We'd love to have you on.
Love to do it, Rob. Thank you so much.
All right. Iowa Senator Joni Ernst there. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You bet.